Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Darnold's throw is caught here by Anderson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. J.C. Horn, the first defender taken back in April. They're on the stop defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. The Yetur Gross Matos there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass! Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From the 31, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of former Jets, Darnold to Anderson, first down Carolina. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now it's Darnold. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are the things you have to look out for in games like this.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. 2 minutes gone by. 2nd quarter. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11. He goes down. 2 yards the loss. 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Darnold. And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A 1st down throw, Darnold.
He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Corey Willis. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Brian Burns. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, it's Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, Lindsey. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's a give to Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And they got the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the...
And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily...
Touchdown, Panthers! Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
To throw is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Richie James, 37 yards.
And the Texans might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Darnold.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Darnold to throw. That is caught by Anderson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Darnold.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their